Hi, welcome to another one of my elite videos. Today I've got a bit of a breaking video for you. A brand new generation ship has been found at the Golconda, which you're obviously looking at now. A gentleman by the name of Malik VR over on Twitch and on Twitter found the ship on his stream, so he must be one of the first, if not the first person to find this. I've already downloaded the ship's logs. I'll be playing them for you in a jiffy bag. Basically, this ship appears to be a little bit different from all the others. We think the people on board this ship are still alive. So far, all the generation ships that have been found so far, everybody is dead for one reason or another. For some reason, these people appear to still be alive, and they're asking for help. And Malik has theorized that this could be the beginning of a community goal that's coming up, or some other event. So we shall see. Anyway, I'm going to pan around this ship and play the logs for you. So, discovered logs, 1 out of 5, play.
This is Captain Jonathan Forrester. The Golconda colony needs your help. I don't know how else to say it. To anybody hearing this is what's happening. We have a full colony of people on board this vessel. That's tens of thousands of people. And until recently, we've been entirely self-sufficient. But supplies are starting to run low. More specifically, we're lacking a lot of technical components. Air filters, water recyclers, circuit boards, things like that. And it's getting harder to patch this equipment up every year. There's only so long we can make do with what we have. And the other thing, and this is the real kicker, is that there's a disease going around which is knocking us sideways. Flu-like symptoms, but much more serious. People are dying. We're coping as best as we can, but our medical supplies are running low. And if this turns into a full-blown epidemic, then we're going to be in real big trouble. So I made the decision to reach out to you, whoever you are. Hopefully the tech's moved on enough for our signal to be picked up this far out. But the others really weren't sure if I should be doing this, because people here don't want interference from outsiders. But I don't want to worry them by explaining the reality of our situation. They're good people. I don't want them to be scared. So here I am, recording a call for help. Trust me, I wouldn't be asking if I didn't need to. I feel like I don't really know how to do this. I hope you understand. It's been a while. Captain Jonathan Forrester, signing off.
Right, that's number 1. And this is number 2.
This is Dr. Shay Tandis. Captain Forrester has asked me to summarize the situation on board the Golconda, particularly in regards to a recent outbreak of disease. I must preface this by saying that any attempt to summarize the situation feels inadequate. There is so much to say about the symptoms, the development of our detection methods, and existing treatment philosophies. Nevertheless, I will attempt to speak concisely for the purpose of this broadcast. The disease, known colloquially among the people as the wasting kiss, is a mutated strain of viral nasopharyngitis. One of the drawbacks of living in an atmospherically self-contained structure for hundreds of years is that illness tends to linger. We can't very well sterilize a ship of this size, and with each generation these illnesses adapt to remain virulent. This one particularly so. Antiviral treatments aren't particularly effective, merely delaying the disease's progress. We have confirmed 6 deaths in the past month attributable to the disease. Our medical supplies are somewhat limited, adequate for maintaining health and the occasional serious illness or accident. In the event of a full outbreak, with hundreds of patients requiring treatment, we may be forced to resort to measures such as full quarantine and isolation. When the captain first suggested opening communication with outsiders, I must confess to a certain hesitation. On reflection, it would seem the logical decision for the well-being of the crew. One can only imagine what pharmaceutical advancements have been made over the last millennia. The possibilities are fascinating.
Okay, that was number 2. Now for number 3. Where is it? There we go.
Rick Blanchard, Security Chief of the Golconda. First things first. The safety and protection of the people aboard this ship is my primary objective. During my tenure, we've reduced the rate of crime aboard this vessel by 32%. Violent crime is rare, and there hasn't been a murder in over 6 years. My team are well-trained and do this ship proud in how they address the very specific demands of the Golconda. You might think an isolated, spacefaring colony of thousands with no horizons, seasons, or other planetary benefits would have gone mad and initiated some kind of mass tragedy. Well, not on my watch. Which is why I need to be clear in my opposition to the captain's decision to send out a distress call. Humanity doesn't enjoy a stellar record of respecting the rights and well-being of indigenous communities. Hell, we don't know what humanity is anymore past the confines of this 1,000-year hull. The risks outweigh the advantages. I'll follow the captain's order, because he's not let us down yet. Got a good mind, that one. But I'm asking whoever hears this message to understand that we're looking for a trade of goods and resources only. Communication with the general populace of the Golconda is forbidden. Messages regarding developments outside of the Golconda is forbidden. Direct contact between outsiders and Golconda colonists during an exchange of cargo is forbidden. We've always dealt with hard times ourselves. If it were my call, we deal with this by ourselves too.
Okay, that was number 3. And this is number 4.
This is Erin Gray of the Golconda. It's my responsibility as custodian to manage the needs of our people and ensure that everyone is fairly represented. I'm recording this message to satisfy the curiosity of anyone who may respond to our distress signal, I suppose. Truth be told, I'm not sure what to say. We're more than just a colony, you see. We're a family. Whenever a challenge is put in front of us, we resolve it together. When success is achieved, we celebrate collectively. We have... It's hard to put into words. Our ancestors chose to remain on this vessel centuries ago and leave our original destination behind. They did so because they had grown to love what they had achieved. Logs from that period show their anxiety at the prospect of leaving the Golconda. The generation ships were designed to keep colonists healthy, happy, and entertained, and somewhere in our journey, we came to feel loved, too. And yet, all things must come to an end. Sickness is rife and supplies are low. After so long fending for ourselves, the time has come to seek assistance from a civilization we no longer know. The captain believes that humanity has a heart and will come to our aid. If you're listening to this message, we're probably going to find out if he's right soon enough.
Right, that was number 4. And as you can probably hear, they're looking for help, which is unusual. Thing is, though, the problem is assisting a generation ship is forbidden by intergalactic law. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes from here. Right, this is the 5th and final one.
Thomas Cobb, chaplain. I serve the Golconda, and the Golconda embraces me. Long ago, I would have been called a priest, somebody authorized to provide guidance according to the rules of a religion. That's the role my predecessors fulfilled, at least. Eventually, the old texts were set aside in favor of a less rigid spiritual philosophy. Being able to view the entire nebula over breakfast inclines one towards the contemplative. There are few things more reformative than a sense of complete insignificance. Now, my role is to show my brothers and sisters that we are all important. Each of us has a role to play. We cannot concern ourselves with the scale of the stage. All we can do is deliver the best performance we can. Each person aboard the Golconda can trace their heritage from the first inhabitants to the current day. In the present, we contemplate the spirit and the soul, allowing the voices of the past to inform our future. Our respect for them, combined with our belief in each other, creates a community of hope. And here we are, over 1,000 years later, about to reach out a hand and hope that humanity accepts it. What lies in store for us, I wonder? What lessons have been learned from history? While I am nervous at the thought of outside assistance, I must admit, the question intrigues me. What did we become?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? Although the security chief wants to restrict people's access to this vessel, that's if they accept. That's if Frontier allows us to interact with this generation ship at some point, whether in a community goal or just generally. The fact is, how are they going to react finding out that the universe, the mankind, humanity has spread to thousands of planets, God knows how many star systems and ground bases and everything else besides. The fact that there are 2 alien species out there, one allegedly dead and one very much alive and running around the Pleiades and Witchhead at the moment, the Thargoids. And how are they going to react to all of that? Because although they will put a moratorium on contact with the outside world or keep it to a minimum apart from assistance, sooner or later they're going to find out what's going on, and that will be interesting in itself to play on. So we shall see how this transpires. I hope there will be interaction. I hope it will be a community goal. So there you go. All very interesting. All right, let's get a quick outside view before I log this. Log this out. There you go. There's the Golconda in all her glory. Right, let's tip it up a bit. There we go. So, one person did note that there are no engine plumes, so the ship is actually dead in space. So that's something worth thinking about as well. Right, there you go. That's the new Golconda ship. It's in the... You'll want to know where it is. Here we go. It's the Eupankalilis system. And it's the Golconda. It's not Gold Anaconda, the Golconda. And it's in the Eupankalilis system. So, there we go. Right, hope you liked the video. Hope you found it entertaining. Thank you very much. Take care. All the best.